Hey, look, let me know if that shit make your shit lag, bro. Oh, good shit.
And all the way down to the 35.
Okay, I see what this gonna be already.
Play there right off the bat. 46 yards on the ground.
Okay. Hey, look. I thought he was up there. I thought he was on the game. Nah. It was. I ain't started. I ain't started. I ain't started, bro. Oh, that D out there. Yeah, that D. Like that. That Warren Sapp. Y'all got a mob. Yeah. Don't y'all got Barber? Yeah, y'all lit.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now it's a bootleg with Winston.
Oh, I got.
Damn,
that's my pick.
Intended target, the tight end, Austin Safari.
Hey, bro, I've been throwing them shits all. Look, I've been throwing them shits all game. I swear.
Yeah, he wasn't really going.
I've been throwing them all game, bro. I swear to God.
You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown.
Overthrew him. Yeah, I've been doing that shit all game. I've been doing it all game, bro. For real.
On second down, Winston again. And his throw is incomplete. Stevie Johnson was the intended receiver.
You got to send him down.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Julius Peppers in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially
Hey, yo, I thought that shit went through, bro. I swear I did. That was crazy.
And now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams.
Oh, good help.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first
That was good. That was good help.
And no more.
That was.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That was good help. That shit was crazy.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Newton.
Oh my God.
The Buccaneer pressure too much.
I couldn't throw my shit off. He was wide open.
This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
Well, hold on to his ass, then stop playing.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to it, and he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most
I about to haul that. I got too close to that line. If I stay outside, I'm gone.
Just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
I get it. I get it in there.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
good spin, boy.
They have to work hard to pick up first downs.
That was a good spin.
When you do that.
I
was about to blow him up. I was trying to blow his ass up.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry and you come back and you're all fired up.
I tried to blow him up. I swear to God.
Trying to break off that big carry again,
that's on everything.
And instead, it works opposite.
On 3rd down, Winston going for the deep ball. And
he caught that?
Hang on to it through the contact.
Oh, I would have said hell no.
And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Newton now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
What's going on with it?
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. Room to run past midfield. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football.
It'll be a long game, man.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far.
It'll be a long game.
Pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game.
It's all good. I'm gonna spread your ass out soon.
Working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8.
It ain't time yet, but I'm gonna spread you out soon. I'm gonna definitely spread you out soon.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Newton, eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
I ain't even kick that bitch hard.
Yeah, not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the
Hey, look, I didn't even kick it hard, bro. I swear to God, that's just one. I ain't even tonight on Christmas Eve, but I ain't even kick it hard. I said, what the fuck?
Under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer Ed Brady there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia.
Let's go.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 3rd and long for Winston. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Oh no, man! I want you to think. I want you to think I was coming.
This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. First down, it's Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down.
What the fuck was that?
It's out.
Yo.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is.
How the fuck that fumble?
Good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now.
How I fumble?
Ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck
I swear to
or
God, I
skill.
didn't pitch it.
Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
Bro, that's my word. I didn't pitch that ball, bro. That's my word.
Just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
I ain't hit the button. I ain't hit nothing.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
There's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, I don't like the looks of this shit. That's what I gotta do.
It's the Rams that have grabbed the
Fucking fool.
early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing, Winston. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now they'll run it on the toss. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Jameis on second down. Floating one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Winston. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever
you
want
like those screen pass.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their
Man, get your ass out of my ear. Talking shit.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going
Man, you
against
crazy as hell. I kick a 60.
Are they showing them
I ain't gonna kick no 60 damn 5. What the fuck wrong with you?
In practice, and maybe that's throwing them off, or do they just have to go to a different play?
I kick a 60
and try and run some offense that way.
And he's got his man on the out route, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I kick that shit too.
Newton to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
Oh, that's bullshit.
A defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it pops free.
That's fucking bullshit.
The ball loose and brings up second down.
My niggas. Steve. What the fuck you talking about? That nigga hit him on. Man, you crazy as hell, man. Man.
Receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers. And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game. The adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. To throw on second down is Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Newton on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, my.
Hold it. Got hit.
Yo.
Ball pops out, incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had. Oh man, you was telling about that bullshit. No doubt about it.
You feel what I'm saying? You see that pass? You see that?
This feels almost like a.
That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit right there.
Where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Touchdown, Carolina! Kelvin Benjamin, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Good dance,
now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This
oh, my God.
Comes into play a lot of the time.
Plays do you script?
Look at that shit.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
What are you doing?
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
You all right?
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Newton now on second down. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Gerald McCoy.
Man, look, I ain't want to fucking throw that pass, man. I was going to throw that bitch. I swear, I seen you right there. I was going to throw that motherfucker. I said, I ain't throwing no pick. I said, I'm not throwing no fucking pick.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Newton.
Come on.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
That was Musa Muhammad. Had to try him, man.
The sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got.
What the hell are you oohing for? What are you talking about? What? Oh, goddamn pick.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not
good.
0
for
4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Newton now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. D'Angelo Williams, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On play action.
Come on, short.
He's going to air one out.
It's me. Oh!
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Who the fuck hurt? Who hurt?
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Newton looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down. Newton flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Newton. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Williams uses the spin. Finding some room at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. Newton. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing is Newton. And he's got it. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run. It's Tolbert, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Tolbert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Look, the only person on spotlight on your team is your running back.
From the gun, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Pass.
He finds Coleman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's
good
good enough for a Tampa Bay first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Fucking second off that shit.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Star Latulele getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Bullshit.
His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case,
Benjamin a big boy, man.
Force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it.
Benjamin a big boy.
Tough catch though, falls incomplete.
That's a big nigga though, man. That's what he do.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up.
Yeah, true shit, true shit. Well, he'll still bust your ass now. Sam Watson still got it in him now.
The Bucks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, true shit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Oh, partner. That play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him.
Oh, my God.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
I was on that shit, man.
The clock making him do it that way, didn't they?
And to give this time to the tailback.
Let's go.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard.
You can catch on anybody else on my team, man, but not Luke Kuechly, man. Thomas Davis.
Keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
Dropped it. Good shit.
When this game is over, is thank the guys up front, the big defense.
I don't care who you catch on my team, as long as it ain't Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis. I don't give a fuck who else.
Allow them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Not Luke Kuechly. I wouldn't have any other way, man.
It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
Hey, look, you got a division game next week against the Saints. I'm glad you playing. Cause he would have got that easy win. Real shit. I'm glad you playing. I mean, he gonna still win the division, but I can be tied up with him. He beat me twice though. I think it beat me twice with some bullshit. The first game was like fluke, but that second game kicked my ass though. I ain't gonna front. The first game, I supposed to won this shit, man, but that controller, man, fucked up, but he got me. The second game, he kicked my ass. On a whole other level type shit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that
I know,
deficit.
Luke. That shit pissed you off. Pissed me off too,
we
man.
get set for a big 2-point conversion. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands.
God.
Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated
like
time and time again.
He had like a 96, 97. He on 99 though. Still working on his ass.
Throwing here, Newton. He's going to let this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now it's Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Appreciate it.
Let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I believe you can beat the Saints, man. I need you to beat the Saints.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
That laugh he got is crazy.
Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Winston now. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Appreciate you.